Hey everyone, welcome back to the Glass Seeds podcast. This is our show where two hockey aficionados discuss their perspectives on headlines surrounding the NHL, including recent stories, game highlights, league culture, and other topics trending amongst the fans. This is Viddy.
My name is Mrinal, and this week in hockey, we hope you're all enjoying your holidays.
Neat.
This is a banked episode, so we're not recording this live, but hope you're all having a great holiday time.
Mm-hmm.
And what we have for you this week to listen to while you prepare for your guests or your festivities, whatever it is, whatever you celebrate, we're going to go through every single team in the NHL over the course of 2 episodes.
Yep.
This week, we're going to be talking about the Eastern Conference. And why are we doing this? Well, it's the holiday break. We're about a third of the way through the season. This is a good time to take a look at every team, give our thoughts. And what we're going to do is we're going to give each team, after a quick discussion, a thumbs up or a thumbs down based on how their season is going. And you're going to hear all of our opinions.
Consider this the crystal ball for whether your team is going to be playing hockey or golf in April.
Ooh, you're confident. We're the crystal ball?
No, we're not. But we can be.
Consider this a murky ball.
Okay.
It's like the Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah, you know when those ads where it's like the results may vary type of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be one of those.
Your mileage may vary?
Yeah, basically.
All right. Going through every team.
Yeah.
We're going in alphabetical order.
Let's do it.
Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
Boston Bruins.
Ka-ching!
Fat thumbs up.
Yeah, fat thumbs up. Remember when we said this team was done? We're not done for, but like in trouble without 2 of their centers?
Name me another team in the NHL that could have survived losing their top 2 centers.
Vegas.
No.
I mean,
Top 2?
it's been misfits the whole time, and they've made Cup finals and West finals. I mean,
but
I don't know.
Okay, but the year that Eichel was out, didn't they missed the playoffs, didn't they? And then they won the Cup the next year. But
yeah, okay,
Come on.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Boston was going to fall to a not playoff spot, but man, like they're still contending for President's Trophy at this point.
They're first in the division right now.
Yeah,
4th in the league.
yeah. It's okay. Why does this keep happening to Boston? I don't know.
We should also say disclaimer for all stats in this episode. We are recording this on December 18th, so stats are as of that day.
Yeah,
but if you look at how it's happening, it's coming down to one man, Mr. Pastrnak.
yeah.
He's got 41 points, way ahead of second place Marchand, who has 26.
Yeah. I mean, that could also be because of Marchand's, he's first year wearing the C, so there's other responsibilities on his plate at this point. But
almost a 15-point gap.
It reminds me, Marchand and Pastrnak almost reminds me of Taze and Kane back in the day. Remember how Kane, like, he didn't have a letter, he didn't want a letter. Maybe he had an A, I'm not sure.
He had an A at some point.
Okay,
yeah.
But he was like, I don't think I want the captaincy. And it showed. He was having fun being the right-hand man, if you want to call it that, but he was still, killing it on the Blackhawks, and it seems like it's the case here with David Pastrnak.
Yeah, and, I think we didn't give Pastrnak the respect he deserves. He's always been fantastic.
Yeah.
But this is doing this without Bergeron, without Krejci, without Chawla even, who's been gone for a while now, still putting up insane amount of points. So Pastrnak carrying this team, along with goaltender Jeremy Swayman, who has a .933 save percentage, second in the NHL.
Crazy.
5 games played minimum.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Crazy that they have 2 goalies who have over .9 as their save percentage.
Yeah.
I was like, any team would be lucky to have at least 1. They have 2.
So Boston is the team that just won't die. Fat thumbs up from both of us for Boston.
Yep.
Buffalo.
Gonna go ahead and give them a thumbs down. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, thumbs down.
7th in the division. That's rough.
Yeah, it's just, man, I'm tired of Buffalo being bad, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I feel like it's just the same thing year after year.
I was about to say the same thing. Hasn't your patience run out for Buffalo?
Yes. How long is this rebuild gonna take? How many times are we gonna see them skyrocket to the top just to fall right back to the bottom? I'm tired of it.
It's like for the past 3-4 seasons now, we're like, this is the year for Buffalo.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of having that.
You know what? How about next year?
Yeah. I'm tired of having that conversation. They start off red hot as always, and then they fall back to reality and then sail through mediocrity through the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. Please make the playoffs. I want to see Buffalo in the playoffs so bad.
Yeah. I mean, they're getting contributions from some of their key guys. Dahlin scoring well, Middlestat scoring well, Skinner scoring well. But somehow this team is just not putting it together.
On paper, this should be a at least a wild card team. And year after year, it's just, I don't know.
Like, this was the battle of the Atlantic Division, right? It was between Buffalo, Detroit, and Ottawa. Who was going to take that next step?
Yeah.
And Detroit's wiped the floor with the other two.
Yes.
So you gotta give Buffalo the thumbs down.
Yeah. I mean,
you lost.
Yeah. Sorry, Sabres fans. I want you guys to win as much as you guys want to win. But I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, some team's going to be very happy with the Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
That's the cycle. Yep. The goalie gets out. First it was Leonard, then it was Ullmark. Yeah. Now it's going to be UPL.
Big sad.
Here's another big sad. Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, thumbs down. I'm sorry.
I picked them for a cup.
Yeah, I could have seen them go into the finals, and they've barely been a wild card team.
Yeah, and the Frederick Anderson injury.
That sucks. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, like, that sucks.
This is I feel like the November-December timeframe is Freddie Anderson's like best timeframe.
Yeah.
And they're missing out on that because of this injury.
Yeah.
And their other two goalies have just not been good.
Yeah. And even if, you know what this is? This is exactly what happened last playoffs. I mean, granted, yeah, they got swept by Florida and that sucks. But like, remember when they were just beat up going into the playoffs?
Yeah.
They're still beat up. But now it's like hurting their regular season performance. Like, sure, they're a playoff team, but when healthy, this team has the capability of winning a cup.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's tough to put it just down to goaltending. Like you're saying, the injury is a problem, but you got to have more depth than that, right?
Yeah.
This many years in, if this was your first or second year being good, I get it.
Yeah.
But come on,
they've been good for a while, I feel like.
Yeah. And they've had a couple conference finals, and they haven't won a game in any of them.
Yeah.
Like, Don Waddell's got to figure something out for depth wise here, right?
Yeah.
Even coaching wise, like if you look at their goals for percentage or power play or PK percentage, it's all just mid.
Mm-hmm.
Not really standing out in anything.
Do you think, I mean, this is a side tangent, but do you think Brendan Moore might get the can in the next season or two if this continues?
In season or two, yeah. I don't think this season, but again, next season, I'd start asking questions.
Yeah, because it's great that you make the playoffs, but if you do nothing with it, who cares?
The goal is a cup.
Yeah, the goal is a cup. Yeah, even the fans would rather see it be blown up if it means hope for the future.
And this isn't a team that should be blown up on paper.
No.
They have all the right pieces.
Yeah.
And like, if you look at their top 5 scoring, the only big name I see that could be in there that's not is Brent Burns.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Even then, you've got, all your forwards are contributing.
Mm-hmm.
Svechnikov being out is rough, but like we said, Carolina, you got to figure it out.
Yeah. Everyone's dealing with injuries.
Thumbs down for Carolina, but I'm hoping they come back.
Yeah.
Columbus.
I'm going to give them a thumbs down too. Maybe whatever happened with Babcock at the start of, or not even the start of the season, was bad omens to begin with. Preseason. That might have just been a bad omen to begin with. I will say having Adam Fantilli has been really beneficial for them. And I think, playing alongside players like Line and Goudreau and stuff, like I think they're trending upwards. Obviously, this is a team that was near the bottom of the standings and they're not doing as bad this year. So, I mean, yes, thumbs down, but like maybe thumbs up soon.
What was the year that Columbus beat Tampa? Was that
2019, I think, yeah.
Since then, Columbus's tagline has been, I think they're trending upward.
Okay, yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Columbus, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. But the thing is, at least, Columbus has went to the playoffs, won a round.
Yeah.
Buffalo hasn't.
One of the most insane
upsets of all
time, right?
Yeah.
And then immediately got crushed the next round.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Man. If that's what you're hanging your hat on, sure.
There's not much history to this franchise.
It's not about the history. It's the identity.
That's what I mean.
What is this franchise?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Are you going to go the Toronto route of just score a bunch of goals? Or / Edmonton, they both do the same thing?
Yeah.
Are you going to be like the Islanders where you stop everything? Are you young and fast? Because right now you have a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
You've been known for being this goalie warehouse.
Yes.
First you had Bobrovsky, then Korpisalo, now Merzlikins.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to lean into that defensive identity and shore up your defense? Are you blowing it up and getting really young and going with this Boone Jenner, Adam Fantilli core?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you trying to just outscore your offense with like Patrick Laine and Johnny Gaudreau?
Yeah.
You have all of these right now, and you need to pick something. Man.
Prioritize one of them.
Because, in the modern NHL, you can't be fantastic at everything unless you're Tampa Bay.
Yes, yeah.
And, I don't know how the hell the magic of Stevie Yzerman did that.
Yeah.
But you got to pick an identity. right? That's the cap world. That's the NHL. And right now, the Blue Jackets just...
Honestly, yeah, now that I think about it, I have a hard time pinpointing it. Maybe I want to say defense when, with Werenski and stellar goaltending in the past, as you've said, but it's hard for me to pick out exactly what this team is known for.
Yeah, and I know you have the Columbus struggles of like trying to get free agents and all those kind of things, but if you have an identity and a culture that they buy in, I think you can do it in any city.
Yeah.
It's not like Tampa Bay is some hotbed.
It's not like Vegas should be one either. But look at what happened.
Vegas has the Strip, right?
Yeah.
Like if
I guess.
If you were a 20-year-old millionaire, what city would you want to live in, right?
I didn't think about that. Yep. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like Tampa Bay is some fantastic. It's not like Detroit is some fantastic place, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it could have changed now, but most of Florida has Tampa fans, I think, and South Florida is the party place, the 20-year-old millionaire place, as you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Columbus, they have some struggles, but pick an identity. I don't know.
Pick a lane, Columbus.
Yeah, basically.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Detroit.
Big fat thumbs up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like I said, the battle of Detroit, Buffalo, Ottawa.
Yeah.
Detroit wiped the floor with them.
Yeah. Big fat thumbs up. And DeBrincat, amazing trade. I will also say they've had some questionable inconsistencies here and there, especially with like holding leads against Ottawa, San Jose. They had a couple games. They've got some problems to figure out, but overall from last year, big fat thumbs up.
But I mean, that's the identity of a young team, right?
Yeah.
You'll make a mistake here and there.
Yes.
But they're fourth in the division. They're fighting for a wild card spot. That's exactly where you want them to be.
Yeah.
This is going perfectly to plan.
Yeah.
Also, underratedly, Shane Goss's Bears having a great season.
I was going to say, like, I haven't seen him this good since he was in, I think, Philly, where he was actually like, he made a name for himself.
Like 21 points. That's great.
Yeah.
Goss's Bear.
Yes.
I haven't seen that in a while. So good to see.
Yeah. Detroit, thumbs up for sure.
The thing we should talk about Detroit, though, is the Larkin injury. He is tentatively coming back. By the time you're listening to this episode, he may already be back. But this is a real test for this team to make sure they can weather that storm. So right now, giving them a thumbs up, but we've got to see how they respond now.
I think I'm not saying that Larkin being injured is a good thing, but I think this is also a good test for the rest of the roster.
Yes.
To step up.
It's an opportunity to make the most of it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But so far, they've shown heart, and, I wouldn't be surprised if they did kind of come out on top with this. So I'm going to give them a thumbs up anyway. So,
Yep. Moving on to Florida.
Yeah. Thumbs up. I have to give them a thumbs up.
Yeah. They went on this big run. People thought it might be a fluke, and Florida said no.
No. I mean, they did win the President's Trophy like a couple years ago, didn't they?
Yeah. But I mean, if you're talking last season where they squeaked into a wild card spot, then went all the way to the final, that was a Cinderella run. Let's be real.
Yeah, sure. It definitely was. But I mean, like, sometimes you get the Cinderella run and then you fall right back down to reality.
Yeah.
This team is looking hot still. This team is looking dangerous.
And they're doing it without even having Matt Tkachuk at his best game.
Yeah. I was going to say, Tkachuk's not been that good year. He's not been playoffs good this year. But
yeah. I mean,
other people are stepping up.
To be expected. He had a massive injury in the playoffs. He was playing with a broken sternum, if you haven't heard.
Yeah.
So he might take some time to come back.
Yeah.
But that means Florida has another gear, and they're still this good. They're third in the division, solidly in a division spot. Great penalty kill, underratedly. And Bobrovsky's having a great season.
Yeah. I still think this is a team you'll have to go through in the East. Unless something happens where they fall apart. I don't think it will.
No.
I think this is a solid team.
Coach Paul Maurice is too good for the team to fall apart.
This is a well-constructed team. Yeah. This is a thumbs up.
Absolutely. Thumbs up. Montreal.
I'm not going to lie. This might be polarizing. I'm going to give them a thumbs up.
Same.
I'm going to give them a thumbs up. Yeah. Because remember when they were just, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 seasons ago, where they 2 seasons ago, where they were just horrendously bad. I think right after they went to the Cup Finals, and then they just
after Price and Weber left.
Yeah, essentially. This team is looking much better from those days, and it's trending upwards, continuing in my opinion.
Trending upwards faster than I thought. Like I expected them to trend upwards.
Yeah,
but I still expected them to be last in the division.
Yeah,
they're 6th right now. They're ahead of Buffalo and Ottawa.
Yeah, this is actually a team that I thought. This is where I thought Ottawa was going to be in terms of standings and like just overall well-being.
This is where Ottawa and Buffalo should have been.
Yeah. And Montreal just came in and were like, all right, we're going to go ahead and speed run this rebuild, and they're doing great. You're doing great. I have to give them a thumbs up. They're not doing good, but they're certainly doing eons better than where they should be.
They're doing better than expected. I still don't think they'll make the playoffs.
No, absolutely not. No.
Their top 2 scorers are Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Yeah. If you're a Habs fan looking for hope since 21, this is it. You should. Your team is doing okay.
Like maybe next season might be another rebuild too, but season after,
I
think that's a playoff time.
At least a wild card. Yeah.
Your goal should be to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if you're a Montreal fan, I think you're okay. You're in good hands.
Yep. Thumbs up for Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
New Jersey Devils.
Thumbs down. I'm gonna give them a thumbs down.
Same.
Remember when everyone was losing their mind saying this is the team that's winning the cup, them or Edmonton or something?
Hey, at the beginning of the season, or at the end of last season, I should say, they looked good.
They did. They've looked very mid this season. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's inconsistencies, but overall, I'm losing faith in this team a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
And it's not like they're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
10th in the conference, 6th in the division.
Yeah.
But you take a look at these underlying numbers, and it looks like a fragile team to me.
Yes.
So in their goals for percentage is 47.54. That means of all the goals scored in a New Jersey Devils game, only 47% of them are New Jersey's.
Mm-hmm.
So they're below the 50% mark.
Yeah, not good.
Their penalty kill is 26th in the league, but their power play is first in the league, which means they're getting it done on the power play. So the wins they are getting are because of
special
a good
teams.
power play, which is concerning.
Yes.
Because
meaning you need at least one of their guys off the ice to score.
Yeah.
Or win.
You're getting your wins in situations where you have the upper hand.
Yeah.
Which you should be doing.
Yes.
But you're not getting them at even strength.
Yeah.
So, which is concerning and could fall off at any point. And honestly, their 30.5 power play percentage, that's really freaking high.
Yeah.
That's going to come down over the course of a season.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do when your power play dries up?
Yeah. And you got to remember, even if this team does make the playoffs, I can't believe I'm saying that this year, but if this team does make the playoffs, the 5-on-5 thing is going to be a little bit more prominent. Playoffs are a little bit more gritty. There's more penalties that are missed, if you want to call it that. And
just say what it is. The whistles go away.
The whistles go away. Yeah. And your power play will not be there to save you unless it's, blatantly obvious that there was a penalty.
Yeah.
And that's not, it's fragile. It's fragile. I'm going to get thumbs down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thumbs down for the Devils. Also, Timo Meier, not in the top 5 in scoring.
No.
On the positive side, Luke Hughes, the new defenseman, doing great.
Doing great, yeah.
16 points for Luke Hughes. 5th on the Devils.
Yeah. Huge.
Moving to the island, New York Islanders.
They are so inconsistent, but at the end of the day, I'm going to give them a thumbs up, I think. I'm going to have to give them a thumbs up. They went on some big losing streaks and then went right back on some big winning streaks, so it's hard to tell, but right now they're doing okay, and I think they're still trending upwards, hopefully. Actually, I don't know. I don't even really know if they're trending upwards or downwards. It's really hard to tell. It feels like they change every other week.
So I just had this speech about identity a few teams ago.
Yeah.
What was the New York Islanders' identity? If I ask you, what do you think of?
No, I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure.
Really?
Yeah.
For me, this team has always been the defensive stalwart.
You think?
They'll win. This is what I thought. They used to win games by shutting out players. They'll win a game 1-0. They have no problem doing that. Since Bo Horvat joined this team, I feel like that identity has flipped.
They're more of a offensive team.
They are scoring.
Yeah.
And, Matt Barzal's got 32 points. They have the 7th ranked power play. But they've kind of let go of the defense. They have the worst penalty kill in the league.
Yeah.
Sorokin has a .912 save percentage, which is not bad.
Yeah.
Actually pretty good goaltending wise.
Yeah.
So I'm giving them a thumbs up because I don't think that defensive play goes away that easy. And I think that you can bring it back.
Do they need to trade for a defenseman?
No. I think it's like a team coach mentality type thing. And I think they can bring back that defensive play.
Yeah.
And if you do, then this team is dangerous. They can score and defend.
Yeah.
So I'm giving them a thumbs up based on potential here.
Yeah.
But that is something to figure out as we're going later in the season. They are in a playoff spot right now. And if you want to keep holding on to that, that's something you'll have to figure out.
Yeah. I will give them a thumbs up as well, but it's really hard for me to tell because it wavers, I think. And yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it is they've lost that defensive touch, but there's a lot of season left. If they can figure it out, they'll continue their thumbs up and maybe make a deep playoff run. But yeah, I'm giving them a conditional thumbs up right now.
Yeah, that's the way I describe it. Conditional thumbs up.
Yeah.
Manhattan, New York Rangers.
Holy shit. That thumbs up. Fat thumbs up.
Carolina got out of their way, and the Rangers said, "Thank you very much. I will own this division."
Yeah, this team lost Kane and Tarasenko.
Wheeler. No, they gained Wheeler.
They gained Wheeler in the offseason, and they're still continuing to crush it. Jesus.
Artemi Panarin's a monster.
Yeah.
42 points, 4th in the NHL, 16 goals, 9th in the NHL.
So all you had to do was buzz his head.
Yeah.
Just the hair was the problem.
It was the aerodynamics, you know?
Yeah, right. Okay. Even though the buzz cut does not look good on that man.
Yeah.
It's great first place. So I would say keep it, Panarin.
Special teams have been fantastic.
Yeah.
3rd ranked power play, 6th ranked penalty kill. Shesterkin has been amazing.
I think the X factor is Jonathan Quick. Insane.
I thought Jonathan Quick was cooked.
Yeah. Insane. This man remembered everything from 2014 and brought it back to New York.
Jonathan Quick has a .926 save percentage in 11 games played.
Yeah.
5th in the NHL with a 5 games played minimum.
Why do they get 2 goalies that are insanely good as well? Why?
I mean,
why?
New York has been a team that always has a good goalie.
Yeah, that's true. Their rookie development, not the best. Their goalie development, not even needed. They're just so good.
They're just good at drafting goalies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, holy shit, Rangers are really good.
Someone's got to stop them, but no one looks like they can right now.
Yeah. So if you're from the city, keep cheering on your team. You're doing fine. Thumbs up.
Can I say maybe a cup pick for the Rangers, or is that too far?
I mean, I think they will make the playoffs, but I think they will actually do better this year without Kane and Tarasenko. I've never seen a super team, if you want to call it that, win a cup, except maybe Tampa.
Yeah, what I was about to say, what do you call Tampa?
I was like, yeah, but that's like, it's built, I think. That wasn't a purchase team. That was the one last year, the Rangers last year, was a lot of purchases at the trade deadline. Which typically doesn't work, I don't think. I think this is a stronger team than last year.
I'd agree with you there.
So, yeah.
All right, Ottawa Senators.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fat thumbs down for me.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I feel like this is just debacle after debacle.
You're last in the division.
Yeah.
Last.
Yeah.
Come on.
To be fair, they have a lot of games that they haven't played that is affecting their points percentage in terms of the other teams.
Oh,
but
they've played the least games, right?
Yeah, yes. But like, what the hell is happening in Ottawa?
Last?
I don't know. Yeah.
You should be fighting for a wild card at the very least.
Yeah. On paper, this is a pretty decent team.
And this is a fat step back from last season, right?
Yeah, I think so. Which is why I'm surprised. It seemed like for the most part, it was trending upwards. I don't know what the fuck happened this year.
Detroit ate your lunch. That's what happened.
Yeah. And now they're dealing with they just can't keep staff in check, and like they're getting fired left and right. Was it the GM that got fired? I can't remember. Dorian. Yes. Yeah. You got fired this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For that whole mess with Pinto and the gambling thing.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, that too. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is a fat thumbs down for me.
Yeah.
This is not doing well.
Senators need some house cleaning. It's the first year with a new owner, so I might have to say maybe next year Sens.
Yeah.
Which sucks to say, like 30-ish games in.
Yeah. But it's not looking, nothing here is looking cohesive, and that's the issue. I don't even know what you fix at this point. So. Is it,
I don't want to say burn it down. They have so many young pieces.
No, they shouldn't burn it down. No, but their rebuild is not where we all thought it was. So
yeah, will be some decent amount of work in the offseason for the Senators.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Thumbs up. Surprised.
Is Philly back, baby?
I hope so. It was better when they were. And is this towards? This is not towards first year behind the bench, right?
I think second.
Second. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like a brand new team to me. Everything's just clicking all of a sudden.
And, some of these players are back.
Yeah.
Sean Couturier.
Yeah.
Back.
Name I haven't heard of in a while.
Travis Konechny is top 10 in the NHL in goals.
Oh, shit. I had no idea. Truthfully, I keep up to maybe top 5 at most.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Konechny is 10th.
Wow. Holy shit. Yeah,
Carter Hart, 919 save percentage.
Yeah. The Flyers are back indeed.
I will say this, though. Philly goes on a massive win streak once a year and then collapses.
Yeah.
So, eyes are on Philly.
I would also say not just that, but player health makes a huge difference. If Carter Hart goes down with an injury, I think things are going to change a lot in Philly.
At least in the games I've watched, Urson, their backup goalie, hasn't been great.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. And Carter Hart has had injury problems.
So right now we're keeping our fingers crossed.
I'm optimistically hopeful.
Yes,
but I hope this is not the yearly Philadelphia's good streak and then they collapse like Buffalo. You were saying, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Even the past couple of years, I feel like Philly has not been. Even then, they haven't been. They've been kind of like lower to the standings, closer to the bottom at least. So yeah.
But they do have some room for improvement on their power play. 30th in the NHL power play.
Yeah.
So if they can get that clicking, maybe this is legit.
Maybe they should learn something from Jersey and vice versa.
Just trade a few players back and forth.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Thumbs up.
Yeah. Thumbs up for Philly. Pittsburgh.
Sorry. Thumbs down. This is a thumbs down so far.
Thumbs down based on one stat and one stat alone. You're 7th in the division.
Yeah.
That's just unacceptable.
Montreal is ahead of you guys. As of like the day we're recording this, Monday, December 18th. Yeah,
Montreal divisions, right? Or are you just saying the league standings?
Well, wild card.
Oh, for the wild card, yeah,
right? Yeah, because that's essentially what matters. Yeah, not great.
And this is the funny thing about Pittsburgh. You look at all the underlying stats; most of them are fine. 53.64 goals for percentage.
Yeah,
great. Penalty kill, 81%, middle of the league. Well, that's all right. Crosby is 8th in the NHL in goals.
Vintage Crosby.
Malkin's got 24 points. Erik Karlsson, your new defenseman, 4th in the Penguins on scoring. Tristan Jarry, 913 save percentage. Alex Nedeljkovic, 929 save percentage.
Yeah.
What's the one stat that stands out?
They're terrible power play.
They're absolute dog shit power play.
I was going to say, that's for all those players you just named, that's a pretty horrible power play.
This is your first unit. Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, Jake Gensel, Erik Karlsson, and I don't know who the 5th player is on the top unit, but doesn't matter.
Yeah. Those 4 alone should make something happen, right?
And I didn't even say Letang. You could throw Letang out there if you want to.
Yeah. The special teams is... I don't want to jump to conclusions, say special teams is dooming this team, but it might be dooming this team, so...
It might be the time for the good old Pittsburgh fire the coach in the middle of the season, win the cup routine.
Do you think?
If your power play is this bad, it's got to be coaching,
actually,
right?
Yeah, you're right. And that seems to be the only, as you said, the only stat that's alarming.
Yeah, I think they went something like 20 plus power plays recently without scoring a goal.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
20 plus power plays?
Yeah, for a team with this much
talent,
this offensively stacked, it's not acceptable, honestly. And I get that, Kyle Dubas had a lot on his hands this offseason, him and Jason Spezza, but this is, I don't know. Not great.
Thumbs down for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, thumbs down.
Tampa Bay, the dynasty.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have to give them a thumbs down.
Same.
I'm going to have to give them a thumbs down.
I debated this one.
Yeah.
But Tampa's 5th in the division right now.
Yeah.
43.88 goals for percentage.
Yeah.
You're better than this, Tampa.
I feel like when they win, they'll win by 5 to 6 gols.
Yeah.
Or they lose.
Yeah.
That's the issue here. So,
and this is with Kucherov leading the NHL in scoring.
Yeah.
52 points.
I was looking at that, just overall points, because I was curious. And I was kind of shocked to see Kucherov at the top because this team is not good. It's not that they're not good, they're just not cohesive at all. Nothing's gelling. And even with Vasi back, he's not been, the same Vasi.
I feel like Tampa is finally run out of steam.
I think so.
Many long playoff runs.
Yes.
Like they just look gassed.
Yeah. I honestly think they would, if they miss this one offseason, well, that actually changed a lot because of the Steven Stamkos contract and everything. But I honestly think them missing the playoffs would actually do them a lot of good.
Yeah.
Truthfully. Like, I think they need a break. They went to 3 cup finals in a row and won 2
What
of
if
them.
they coast and get in on a wild card?
I guess. I mean,
do you think they can make a run if they do that? Like a cup run?
Oh, no. I don't think so. I don't even think that would be worth it. I think they would probably win a round or 2. Maybe they'll make the East finals, but then they'll get steamrolled, I think.
By the Rangers?
Yeah. I was like, if I'm Tampa, I'm not saying you should miss the playoffs. Obviously, you should aim to win always. You never know what happens. But this is a team that's out of gas a little bit.
You only get so many swings, so it's tough to say you're going to throw one away, especially with a team this stacked.
Yeah,
with this much pedigree.
Yeah, and not to sound like a broken record, but I am curious of what happens to Stamkos this offseason. No contract has been given out yet, so
He might be done.
In terms of playing or just on the Lightning?
Like playing.
Oh.
Like I don't see Stamkos going to another team. Not at this point in his career.
Yeah.
I think he plays out his D days as a Lightning.
Yeah.
So it's a question of does he come back to Lightning or does he retire?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the offseason, but I feel like it's okay, Tampa. you guys went on 3 cup runs and won 2 of them.
Yep. So thumbs down for Tampa, but thumbs down with respect.
Yeah. Respectful thumbs down. Yeah.
Toronto
is... So in my notes, I wrote thumbs up, but they need to address some issues before they get exposed.
Okay.
Yeah. And when I say issues, I mean defense. I was like, clearly this whole trade with, I'm blanking on John Klingberg.
Yeah.
John Klingberg. Not been good at all. Ryan Reeves, clearly a waste of money.
Klingberg's not even playing now. He's injured.
Yeah. And now Reeves is as well. But
that was just such a weird injury.
Yeah. A very, very strange play. Yeah. And Bertuzzi's been decent, I would say, at least for what he's getting paid. But yeah, you have a lot of big contracts on this team that you didn't need from the past offseason, and they're not producing, and your defense sucks. So
I think it's getting better over the season. Like, I will agree. Start of the season, it was rough.
Yeah.
But, they've looked better.
They have, yes.
And Ryan Reeves, at least pre-injury, was throwing some hits finally. We'll see when he comes back. We'll see if Klingberg comes back, what he's like. The Maple Leafs are definitely in on a defenseman. They were trying to get Chris Tanev.
Yeah.
But that looks like it's stalling.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but I have to give them a thumbs up. I mean, they're second in the division, third in the conference, 7th in the league.
Yeah.
This is a good team.
Yeah.
Matthews is leading the NHL in goals.
Yes.
So, they are looking very, very good, but it almost doesn't really matter. The big story with Toronto is always the playoffs, right? And they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give them a thumbs up because you're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that's your job done.
I will give them a conditional thumbs up. They have a lot of work to do still. And nobody cares if they win a series at this point. Don't win a series, win a cup, right?
Yeah.
So conditional thumbs up. And you got a lot of contracts looming next offseason. You got to do it. If you need to commit, if you want now's the time.
With this core, your time is running out.
Yes.
Basically.
You need to do it now. Yeah. So conditional thumbs up.
Washington Capitals. Last team for this episode.
Honestly, I'm going to give them a thumbs down. I'm going to give them thumbs down. They're not, let's be real. The strategy or the main objective of this team right now is to have Mr. 8 break the goals record.
The Great 8.
Yes. Mr. Great 8. He needs to break Gretzky's record in a Capital jersey. Sure, he hasn't been producing, and that's not the Capitals' fault. But I don't know. It's just hockey, I guess.
Why do you say it's not the Capitals' fault?
I mean, like all of a sudden, your greatest scorer of all time just goes cold. 5 goals when he should be like at 15 right now.
Well, why is he cold? All of his setup men are kind of gone, right? Backstrom is out.
Yeah.
Kuznetsov hasn't been the same since the 2018 Cup run.
Right, but he's not bad by any means. I think
you should be getting a center.
Oh, come on. So you're saying this is a management problem then?
I think this is a team building problem, right? So you have 2 things you can do if you're at this point in time with the Capitals. If you look at how they played so far, they've switched to a more defensive style, which fits how their roster is currently built, which will win you games. And it's showing up for them. They're 5th in the division. They're fighting for a wild card spot, 8th in the conference. If they want to make a playoff push with this style, they could. However, that's going to bring scoring down, and it's not going to get Ovechkin that goals record.
Yeah.
So, do you want to make the playoffs, or do you want Ovechkin to get the goals record?
I
think at this point, you have to pick.
Yeah. I was like, because that's what I'm trying to figure out here. I don't know.
What about
I'm not
you
saying
personally?
What's that?
What if you were the GM? It's a tough call, isn't it?
Yeah, because both are pretty fucking important. Yeah, like you can sit here and argue, oh, the team is always going to matter more, but having a guy break a Gretzky record in your jersey that is actually very attainable, that's a lot of good marketing.
Yeah.
A lot of good money coming in from
Money-wise,
that. Yeah.
I think both are very good options.
Yeah, I was like, that almost might be as immortal and as cool as winning a second cup. So,
So
Yeah.
I don't know if Washington's trying to have their cake and eat it too, but Ovechkin's on a 15 goal pace, which would be his lowest career total.
Yeah. 15?
15 is the pace right now.
Oh my God. Jesus.
He has 5.
You would expect him to have 15 by now in general. Yeah.
He has 5 right now. He's on pace for 15 over the season.
Oh, man.
Which is tough.
Yeah. He might have to sign another contract at that point. Yeah.
So, I mean, do you get a center? This is what I had kicking around my head. One is if Calgary decides to blow it up, that makes Elias Lindholm available.
Yes.
Which is not a bad option.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was just listening to Elliot Friedman's podcast, 32 Thoughts. He mentioned Washington might be in on Lindholm.
Mm-hmm.
The other option that was kicking around my head, what about Tomas Hertl?
That would actually be a very good fit, I feel like.
He has quite a few years left.
But he also has a no movement, I think.
So he would have to agree.
Yeah.
But Hertl has a few years left. And if Ovechkin can get the record in 4 or 5 years with a good setup man like Tomas Hertl,
I think that's worth it. Yeah.
You might lose some of your young guys. I think the Sharks want prospects and picks, right?
Yeah.
So you are mortgaging your future.
That was kind of a given, regardless of whether they're going the cup route or the Ovechkin record route. Their future was shot either way, I feel like.
Not really, right? Like, what if you shelve Ovechkin? You put him on the third line and you start bringing up your young guys. McMichael.
Oh.
You make Tom Wilson the leader of the team.
Yeah.
You could easily make a wildcard spot, make a playoff push.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, but okay, to answer your original question, I'm going for the goals record then.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, that's more rare.
I would say the same. I think that is more rare. That'll give you years of marketability versus just the one season.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm giving Washington a thumbs down right now, because your job right now is to get Ovechkin scoring.
Yes. I agree with that. And that would be cool to see Hertl there. As much as I love the guy, that would be a good trade, I think.
there's something there.
Yeah.
But I think Elias Lindholm is their preferred pick.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out.
Well, that's all for this conference.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Digest all that info.
Lots of thumbs ups, lots of thumbs down, but you and I agreed on every team. Would you look at that?
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't have a single disagreement.
Look at that.
Wow.
Well, if you're waiting for the Western Conference, it'll be out next week.
Yeah.
Hope you continue to enjoy your holidays.
Yeah.
But this has been Glass Seats.
Yeah.
We're out every week. You can catch us on Spotify, Apple, and Google. We're also on YouTube and Instagram. The handle for those last 2 platforms is @Spud Network Podcast, where you can check out this show and you can check out our other shows. We'll see you next week for the Western Conference.
See you later.